You need 3 needles
sorry.
to do this.
I forgot to change needles.
Yeah, we got this in Italy,
In Italy,
Florence.
in Florence. This one had Italian cast on.
Yeah.
It came from Florence.
Well, no, because the sweater is from Norway.
I don't know what a tubular is actually.
It's a tube.
Hi everybody and welcome to our YouTube channel. We are as always your hosts Arne and Carlos.
And nowadays we're doing a lot of cast-ons that we didn't know we actually needed. And maybe we need them, or maybe
Yeah.
we don't. Depends if you want to...
We've done them but we hardly never used them.
Yeah.
Or we never used them.
But on the other hand, if you get tired of doing the same thing over and over, because we do the long tail over and over, it's nice to learn new things. I mean, what is it with you and coffee in the morning? You hate doing the coffee routine the same
So
way?
I do it like different ways.
Yeah.
Sometimes coffee go before water and sometimes water before coffee.
Yeah. So you hate your coffee routines, but then you routinely do a long tail
Because I don't
cast-on.
have time to do other things.
Yeah. But we
Because
are...
it's so much quicker. So, yeah.
Yeah, but we're nowadays getting into all these different cast-ons. They're actually quite fun. So I have to say we are enjoying them a lot. Will we do them once we seriously start knitting a garment? Probably not. Probably we'll go back to the long tail cast-on, which is the one we like. But the good thing about trying them is that you don't know until you've tried.
I have one that sometimes I use, but that's for later.
Okay, so we'll save one for later.
Yeah.
So today,
But this
Arne,
one we hardly never use.
yeah, today which cast-on are we going to teach?
Today we're going to show you how we would do the what they call the tubular cast-on. Right word. It's not the I-cord, but tubular.
The tubular cast-on.
cast-on. I think in Norwegian it's called Italian cast-on.
So yeah, in Norwegian we call it the Italian cast-on.
And that's something like on this old sweater we found in Japan. This one has
No,
that.
we got this in Italy, in
Italy,
Florence.
in Florence. This one had Italian cast-on.
Yeah.
It came from Florence
Well, no, because the sweater is from Norway.
with the Italian cast-on.
Anyway,
Okay, but you can't see the cast-on. So that's the thing. It's like
it's an invisible.
it goes straight out into nothing, and it's actually quite stretchy. But you see, this is a little bit wide. So
I think that ribbing is a little too wide
yeah, so
for
this
my opinion.
this person don't know the trick,
Okay, so there's
which
a
we're
trick.
going to show you.
Cool. So this is pretty much an invisible cast-on.
Invisible cast-on, and
Meaning that you're doing knits and pearls?
yeah, and you can't do 2 knit and 2 pearls because then the yarn unravels. So it's good for 1 knit and one pearl when you cast on. If you want to have a rib with 2 knit and 2 pearl, and this you have to move some stitches around later, but that's another one. So we will show you how we do this one. So let's do your mother's big needles again.
Oh yeah, she loves. She used to love those needles.
So to have a nice rib with this cast on,
Like this one.
you should use a smaller needle when you start, and then you go on to a bigger needle when you start knitting.
Yeah, and what you do when you do that is you're knitting the rib tighter. In my opinion, a rib should face inwards. So
Yeah.
it should be tighter and
And
more elastic in that sense. But it should go back in.
And it's
yeah.
also not nice when the cast-on stitches is loose or like big. It doesn't look nice. So I found the needle number 6 for when I start, and then I go to 7 when we start knitting.
Perfect.
Yarn. You put the yarn like over the finger, like when you do a long tail. So 1 over the thumb and 1 over the index finger, and then you go in between like this and you twist it. So that's the beginning. And then when you start knitting, you go like under and over and you twist it under. So that's a pearl.
Okay.
So you go under the yarn and take that yarn and twist. So that's the knit. So under.
Okay.
Just under and up. This one goes over and you twist it under. So a pearl.
Okay.
Under, up, and twist it. That's a knit. Under, over, and you twist it under.
Now do it really slowly for those who need it very slowly. Okay, and that's the
That's the
pearl,
knit.
the knit. Okay, sorry, the knit.
Under and over, and you see they go under like this, and you twist it. So that's the pearl.
Okay, under
Under,
and over.
over, and that's the knit.
Okay.
Under, over, and they twist.
Twist. Okay.
Under, over, and they twist. Under, over. That's how we would do it. So let's stop there and see what happens.
Very exciting.
So now you see this is a little bit loose, but that's the pearl, and
So
it
you
comes
just
from the
hold
ball,
it.
so you don't have to do anything special. If it's open, you just twist it, twist the ends. And I would knit the first one to make it more tight.
Okay.
Actually, pearl. I think Norwegian now. See, and now you knit the next one,
Mm-hmm.
and you pearl. Knit. This one was twisted, so you knit in the back like this, and pearl. Knit and pearl. So now you have the needles are long again. I should go back to shorter needles maybe. So let's change. You can actually change on the first needle. I forgot it, so I'm changing on the second needle. So I knit the first one to make it more firm on the sides. And now you just knit and pearl back.
So you do pretty much the cast on row on a smaller needle,
Yeah,
and
cast
then
on
you
the
go
smaller-
up to a larger needle
Yeah.
to do the ribbing, and then again another larger needle to go
No.
to the stockinette.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're
So
actually doing three needles.
Three needles actually.
So if you're knitting with needle 4, the 4mm needle, that's your stockinette. Then you're actually casting on with a needle 3mm, and
Yeah,
then
or you
you're
can
doing
even go further down. You can-
even further
you
down,
can
2 and a half.
But
And,
see, on this one, it worked with one size down.
and that's the trick to keeping it elastic.
Yeah, and not too
Okay.
loose.
So you need 3 needles
sorry.
to do this.
I forgot to change needles.
Yeah. So you need 3 needles to complete a project if you're doing this Italian or tubular cast on.
Tubular. So if you cast on with the same needle as you do the knit the rib, it will probably not be so nice on the edge because
So any
see.
ideas as to why it's called a tubular cast on?
I don't know. I don't know what a tubular is actually.
It's a tube. Like I would say the I-cord one is a tubular.
That's more.
But-
Yeah, that's why I mix it up.
Okay.
Because for me, the I-cord is the tube,
Yeah.
and this is invisible
Yeah.
cast on.
Maybe we should just call it the invisible cast on.
Kjært barn har mange navn.
Yeah. A love child has many names.
Yeah, so now I just finished. You can see how it looks when it's finished. And it's elastic and it's actually quite nice, but we don't do it
No,
often.
we do our long tail.
But this is how we would have done it
Let me see.
if someone said you should do it like this.
Yeah, it's nice.
Maybe there's other ways to do it, but this is how we
Yeah, and then you don't get that line here.
No, there's no line
You
from
have
the
knitted
cast on, so it's invisible. Okay, so now you know how we do the
Italian cast on.
Italian or tubular cast on.
It's a good one to do, or at least it's a good one to know. I think I'm going to stick with my long tail,
Me too.
but it's good to try new things, and if you like them, you can change your ways. If you don't like them, you don't have to.
No, but if the
Um,
pattern says you should do it,
Then you should do
you
it.
could do it.
And but I do like it. I have to say, it is nice. It's pretty to have that invisible kind
Yeah.
of line or no line there, so that the knits are knits and the pearls are pearls. So it is cool. Yeah, I like it. I have to say, I'm gonna give it a go, and you guys can give it a go. See if you like it and enjoy it. as always, we always say that it's really easy when you know how, and we are providing you the skills here on our channel.
Yeah. So if you like our episodes, put your thumbs up. And now I'm doing the formalities now because I have
ahead.
nothing more to say.
No.
So if you like our episode, put your thumbs up and remember to put on your notifications if you're a subscriber because you won't miss episode.
That's
Then you
perfect.
won't miss episode.
Get on the mailing list because that is the best way to find out all our shenanigans. And yeah, we may start traveling again. Who knows? And if we do, you will be the first to know. On our mailing list, we actually never post any information about our travel elsewhere. So it's just the mailing list. So that's the place you need to be. And make sure to join the Arne and Carlos family of subscribers by hitting that subscribe button.
Yes.
So thank you so much for watching. And we will be back with a new episode soon.
We have another cast on.
More cast-ons
More
to come.
cast on.
Bye.
Bye.